turn for Evo and attack, right? If you're playing a second turn, that means you have a turn 5 turn 5 Belfment. Oh man. Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We got the brand new reveals on the Rebirth of Glory. They just dropped this. Not only they make this nice fancy little page here. So what we got up is some cool stuff. We got the forest getting, finally we get something about forest. Put 2 fairies into your hand. Clash, give the enemy follower -2, 0. So what this is well, it's 5 cost at that, right? Get 2 fairies, supporting the more fairy oriented thing, which is definitely a really cool thing, as far as putting fairies into the hand, dropping a bunch of fairies the next turn. It's a turn 5, so turn 5 4/4. I don't know, that seems a little rough. They have to put more stuff, like Area's Wind is obviously a whirlwind, is actually obviously a thing. We're losing Korwa, so where's our kind of end game? We obviously got a really good one with the Evo and stuff, but this seems like it doesn't do anything for the Evo forest. So I don't know, this card seems pretty underwhelming. It's there are definitely, remember guys, this is the expansion, so there are going to be some cards that are either going to be irrelevant for a while, or just might be godlike once you see every other card. So this one right now is a dub, if you ask me. Definitely wouldn't be using this card at the moment. Next up, we got the Mecha Claw Elf. And this is a fanfare. If another Mecha Machina, see it says Mecha there and this is Machina, but it is a Machina forest card. If another Machina card was played this turn, gain Storm. Now, as you guys know, with the way that actually this works is pretty interesting. This is really good for Machina forest because you have the bagworms where you can play this on turn 3. You could pretty much with the bagworm, you could play this on turn 3, play one of the things, it turns into a 2 cost, and then you drop this, and then boom, it is a turn 3 essentially hit for 3 to the face. And obviously later on, if you have the Evo, now it's you could 5 to the face, which is really supports the Machina. Machina is what they kind of want it to be. Is they're not going to bring back Roach, I'm assuming, or then maybe they will, who knows, they're bringing back other stuff. But this is Machina forest is definitely like some Rush Town aggro kind of thing, so this is definitely going to support that. It makes me really interested to see what other Machina forest cards they might bring out. Next up, another new card is going to be the Autoblade Patroller, and the Autoblade Patroller is a Machina card, so Sword Machina, yay! I still think it's garbage in comparison to everything else that Sword can do. So fanfare, if you have at least 2 other Machina cards in hand, gain +2/+2 for a 3 cost card. That's actually pretty spicy, because remember you got the Robo Goblin, which then even if it comes out, then it puts another Robo card in the hand. And it's not saying Robo followers, so that's really good too. Turn 3 4/4, yeah, that can Evo and be a 6/6. Kind of busted, kind of really strong, and obviously it's just a 3 cost, so that's really strong. That's a really strong card for Sword if they're playing Machina, obviously. Then it has an Evo effect. If another allied Machina follower isn't played, destroy an enemy follower. Okay, this gives me hope. This gives me hope. This is very strong. This is very strong. You're definitely gonna see some Machina, because Machina Sword wasn't terrible. It just it didn't have an end. It didn't have enough. It had a lot of board flood. I guess you can run it with the Lion Admiral, but outside of that, didn't really seem like it had too much of anything else outside of that. It just didn't seem complete, but this will definitely be it. So we gotta look out if they have more Sword Machina cards coming in this expansion. Also really good to see is that they're not just doing reprint cards, which it seems like that's kind of the theme of Rebirth of Glory, but they're also giving Machina support. So there's going to be more Machina support for pretty much all the classes, which is good. They could have obviously dealt away with it, or waited another expansion or something, or waited to a mini expansion and added to it. So it's nice to see it's coming in the main expansion already. Speaking of some reprints, we got the veteran Vagabond Frog. Now this guy is annoying, but it looks like he still has it, but he has to Evo to get it. So he's a 3/2/3, and when you Evo him, he still stays a 2/3, which is Yeah, I kind of like when they actually balance evos based on the card effect. So Fanfare, gain ambush until the end of your opponent's turn. Also, you can enhance 6 to gain +2/+2, which is pretty cool. And then of course it has at the end of the turn, gain ambush if you evo it. So a little bit more balanced version of the Vagabond Frog, because the Vagabond Frog before was the most annoying thing, I think. One of the most annoying things as a new player when I first started playing. This thing was just a nightmare to deal with. So a little bit more ambush support. I can't be mad at that. I do like ambush sword as well. And, you know, bringing back an old homie, old annoying homie. Portal Craft Machina. Now this is the stuff of nightmares, because the more that they bring in support for Portal Craft Machina, the stronger Belphamit is going to get. And Belphamit, obviously, since he just got released, is not going to get rotated anytime soon. And since they're releasing more Machina cards, it's going to be even more like the pressure is going to be ridiculous. Like, you got to really be careful how powerful they make this stuff, because if you don't draw Belphamit, you want the deck to still be strong. And whatever that name of that card is, yeah, that card, yeah, is already strong and has good endgame as well. So we're looking at a 4/3/4 that evos for 5/6, so evos full stats. Fanfare, enhance 7, gain +1/+1 and Storm. So turn 7 we're looking at a 4/5 with Storm, and it has Strike, which, as they have finally announced, that Strike is just going to be the code word or the shortened term of when this follower attacks. And it says it here, but they're going to reduce, they're going to take that name out, and it's going to be Strike. Just like how things just say Clash and you're supposed to know how Clash works. Strike, you're supposed to know how Strike works. Strike is just when a follower attacks. Clash is when a follower attacks first or something like that. You know how Clash works. I'm not going to explain it. I hope you know how Clash works. Alright, so Strike, whenever this follower attacks, subtract 1 from the cost of all Machina cards in your hand. Ooh. And the same thing when it's evoed. So this, obviously, you can turn 4 attack, like turn 4 evo and attack, right? If you're playing a second turn, that means you have a turn 5 turn 5 Belphamit. Oh man, like, because you gotta think, like, turn 4 this, turn 5 Belphamit, and if you get more of these, and you know, like, especially if you're running, because the Machina card is I forgot the core, the Machina core in Portal is a Machina card as well, so you kind of can run it in there, and then, you know, you get that and you can evo this again and attack, and then later on the enhance 7, you can actually cheapen. This is a way to actually cheapen those big cards and potentially do even crazier plays depending on how many of these get on the field. Obviously, you're not going to be able to techno lord this. It's just really low cost, so it's going to be really rare that you get to techno lord it and then, like, evo. That just seems like it's going to not happen with all the other big cards you're going to run, but it's still a sight for sore eyes. It's really strong card, for Machina Portal, and gives me hope that they're going to give it probably one more card and completely break the meta and bring Portal finally to top 3 status. But I'm still thinking that Forest is going to get there. It's in between Forest and Portal, as I did my last video, the versus. Got another versus video coming for you guys soon, I promise. And last but not least, the last card that they are revealing today is the reprint of Zeus. Zeus the Supreme. Now, Fanfare is randomly activate one of the following effects X times. X equals the number of ally files evolved on his mech. So it's the evolved meta. I love the evolved meta. I fucking love the evolved meta. So he's a 10 cost 5/5, and then you can evo him to be a 7/7, right? So let's see. So one thing that can happen is restore 5 defense to your leader. Another thing that can happen is +3, gain the ability to ignore enemy files ward. Or you can get +2/+1 Storm, or you can get +1/+2 Bane, or 0/3 Ward. Now, like it says, one of the following effects X times X equals the number of ally followers evolved during this match. Now, the only thing that I'm like slightly curious about, just slightly, is that, does that mean, like, okay, so what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you evolved at least 5 times, that means you get everything. Everything happens. Or is it kind of like RNG Truth's Education, where it's like you can actually, let's say, same 5 times, right? Then you can recover 25. Can you recover 25 life? Can you gain +15 and the ability to ignore enemy ward? Can you gain +10 You know, plus 11, so yeah, plus 10, plus 5 storm and storm, or you know, I hope you get what I'm saying. Like, is it a mixture of each tick? Because if you think about it, so Odin is 6 evos, so that's Odin, that's turn 10, and Odin's gonna come out, then you're gonna get Zeus to come out, and you know, let's say you get Odin to clear the way, and then can he just finish the match off with you with a plus 10 and storm? Woo! And I think who just got some Evo support? I mean, a lot of cards got some Evo support in the last thing too. So, oh my God, this is it. This Zeus is, woo! I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What cards that I mentioned so far out of this part 2. And I'm just gonna make them in parts as they keep releasing them. What card are you most excited for? What deck types do you think are becoming a threat with everything that's released so far? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.